Hi, this is Jill from Jill's Bits and Bytes, and today I'm going to show you an action that I made a while back and never made a video for, and it's my Plaid Maker Action. Um, this thing was done primarily because, as a designer, you have to put together lots of papers, and I love to add plaids, especially for anything that's in a winter kit. But using a template, and I made these templates, you still don't know how well it's going to come out. So, if you use something, a paper, let's say, that's already in your kit, you know the colors are going to work pretty much. I mean, it doesn't guarantee that it's going to look great, but you never know. Anyway, so I want to open up a paper from one of my kits. Sorry, this is a quick put together I'm doing here. I'm going to use my, oh dear, no, we're not going to use that. Actually, I already used it there. Um, you kind of want something that has a nice, strong pattern to it. I think these might work for my cherished bits. Okay, let's open this up. Now, this action will work for papers, but it also works for images. Just make sure that you use, if you got paper, you say maker from paper. If you have an image, do from image. So this one I'm going to show you is going to make it horizontal, and it's made from a paper. So I'm going to get going, and I start this up. I said, this is going to make a full-size one. It's 3600 by 3600 by 300. But if you don't have your file open, stop and start over. Anyway, so I'm going to hit continue. And if you can see here, what I'm trying to show you is I'm making a selection, and what it is a 1 pixel selection. And if it looks like it's not where you want it, where in this case in particular, it's not really where I want it. So I'm going to stop. Now I'm going to make sure I do have my marquee tool selected, and I use my arrow keys to move this. Don't try to, it's too hard to try to select it any other way. And I don't know how well you can see it. Where did it go? Did it do anything? I think it did. I think it just disappeared. I'm sorry. So it does a layer via copy. Now, I don't I make this happen in another file, another document. So the only thing is that this extra layer over here will remain in your file, but just quit out of it since you've already got it saved. And there we go. That's how quick it is. So now you can play around with your blend modes. I just set this, when this is 100, this is 50. I can come down here, turn it down to 50. There's different things you can do, but actually I think most of the time this comes up pretty good for what you're going to get. All you have to do is then continue on. It'll flatten it and it'll save it out for you. And as you can see, this other one is still here. Now, if it's not what you want, just say don't save. I recommend that you delete this layer here. Yep, why didn't it delete it? Delete layer 1. Okay. And just start again. And if you don't want to see that stop telling you, better open a file, then okay. Now let's see what it would look like where it defaults right to the middle here. And that's what you get right there. Not bad. I think that's pretty cool. The diagonal one, whatever you do, if you're going to use the same paper, make sure you come back and delete the layer that's in there. Otherwise, what it's going to do, it's going to come in and just copy the layer the same way. It took me a while when I was building this thinking, why is this not doing what I want it to do? Well, it's because I wasn't paying attention to my layers. Okay, this one is from a diagonal. And can you see it? I don't know why it's not showing up on here. Anyway, it sets the select. Oh, it did the whole thing. Okay, let's drop it. Make sure it's set there. Okay, so let's set the selection. Now it picks in the same place, but trust me, it's going to end up being diagonal, okay? So I'm going to say that's okay. Show you the default. And there you go. That's on the diagonal. Same kind of thing. Then, like I said, you can also do this from an image. Let's go down. I know what It'd be interesting to see how this comes out. This is going to be the new view from my house. So I want to go back up here and I want to use the one that's from an image. Now the image is not, it can be any size. You know, how good it looks depends on just how much resolution you have to the image. I mean, you can get pretty looking, if you have a crappy looking image, you're going to get a crappy looking plaid. So let's just continue. Just curious. Wow, pretty cool. So that's the image, and that's actually, you know, the size of a paper. Okay, so this is kind of just the fun thing if you just want to play around. It's funny to do this with somebody's face. My husband didn't appreciate it, but it was still fun. Let's delete this. I should tell it not to show me that stuff again. Okay, we'll drop it. Let me show you with it diagonally. And there we go on the diagonal. And trust me, if I just hit continue, it's going to say click continue to save your plaid. And plaid. And there you go. That's how it works. If you have any questions, be sure to email me at info@gilbert.org. Thanks.